Alright. So that happened.
Yep.
So what?
So it sounds like the League head guy is outside of the tower?
No, that wasn't relevant to the case. So, so
Does this have something to do? I think I know what this may be relating to.
I would be surprised.
I don't know. Does this have anything to do with Father McFlivity by any chance?
What? Are you asking that?
Yeah.
What? Why would I want anything to do with Father McFlivity?
Because he was doing. We got him investigating Sharon at some point. He was off following Sharon to get him out of our backs.
Oh.
Because we don't trust him.
That's fair. Yeah.
Well,
So I was wondering if that was related to that.
No, it isn't.
Okay. Do you mind saying what it was relating to?
Yes.
See, this is why nobody trusts you.
Again, private matters. I'm not peering into you, John. I'm not asking you about your past.
You are willing to try?
Okay.
I mean, it's just hard to believe that these private matters aren't relevant to the rest of
Well,
us.
Exactly.
They're not relevant to the Rezcal situation.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Wh-
That very broad denial that it would be relevant to the rest of us.
My history has very, very little chance of getting us all killed within the next week. Yours, I can't say the same.
Well, I wasn't expecting Rezcal to tell his abductors I was the Purple Dawn. And send
No,
the
it was
police
any of
after
us.
me.
And yet, here we are.
Yeah.
So can we try and accelerate the Rezcal rescue operation?
Yes, let's do that.
Right, okay.
There's a chance that they will bring him to the fake meeting, in which case we can try and ambush them on the way to it.
Alright. Right, so let's do this. We want them to meet on the 3rd floor, is that correct?
Yeah.
3rd floor
in
residential,
3
right.
hours.
In 3 hours, right. I'm gonna go to the next room, then, to make a phone call.
Okay.
Awesome. And we can all listen.
Yeah,
I am
before
gonna
this.
laugh so hard when it turns out that this number is just a completely junk number.
Well, let's find out.
Yep.
Alright, so you're heading to Caesar's room?
Room 404, which is the one I have
Yes.
the key for.
Alright, you head to room
404, room not
404
found.
and you call the number on the thing.
Yep.
And you hear a familiar voice pick up. It's Ed, that guy who was on the 4th floor. Who said he was a friend with,
Yeah, that guy.
Kamek. He picks up and he says, yeah, you got the money? Incidentally, Rezcal, you hear the phone ring. And then he picks up. And you hear him say, so you'll hear his side of the conversation, Rezcal.
Alright, that's fair.
So he says, you got the money?
3rd floor residential area, 3 hours.
Where in the residential area? It's a big place.
Entrance nearest the stairs. Nearest the stairs to the 4th floor.
Alright, you're bringing the money?
3 hours.
Where's the Purple Dawn?
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm not affiliated with whoever this is.
You know he's dangerous, right?
Well, with a stupid name like the Purple Dawn, I can't imagine.
I stare at John intensely.
I'll be careful if that's what you mean.
He's responsible for a lot of damage here. He's killed a lot of people.
I'll take that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. 3 hours.
There's a massive reward if you turn him in.
Noted. 3 hours.
Alright. Fine, 3 hours.
Pleasure. I hang up the phone.
And he hangs up.
Did we all hear that?
Well, you heard... You could roll an awareness perception to hear everything.
Okay.
Alternatively, you heard his side of the conversation.
I'm gonna roll to see if I heard his side. 13.
Yeah, you would hear pretty much... not perfectly, but you hear some of the,
Do I hear the accusation that I have killed a lot of people?
Sure, why not?
Okay. What the hell was that? This is my first time in the tower. How could I have killed lots of people?
They didn't specify the people were inside the tower.
Look, these are crooked cops. I'm not sure we should
I don't trust
put
them
that
in
much
the
stake in what
slightest.
they said. It's not like a... It's not that I'm saying I trust you 100%, but also I'm not going to let these cops' opinion
I mean,
change how much I trust
put
you.
it this way. I don't trust you in the slightest, but I don't trust him in the slightest either.
Alright, we gotta go
Right.
and try
Let's
and
head
stake
to
out.
let's head to the first police station,
Uh-huh.
where we are gonna stake out.
And maybe, Van, you could help us find good hiding spots, since I don't think we're very good at... No, wait, no, that's not it. That's not a Caesar thing to think. Let's go hide outside the police station.
Yes.
I mean, we could hide close to the police station within eyeshot.
I mean, yeah, we need to hide where we can see.
Yeah, we just need
the
to be
front
able
door.
to see. We don't have to be literally outside the front door.
Yeah.
But we want to be able to see if they end up bringing Rezkow or not.
Well, it'd be
Yes.
hard to miss him.
They might make him wear the cloak.
That's true,
We'd hear him in that case.
if we're observant enough.
Yeah. You've got a map. Are any like decent buildings near the police station we could use?
I'm gonna pull up the map and have a look. See if there's a good building nearby for a stakeout.
Oh man, I haven't done a stakeout since my first day as a rookie cop.
Alright, go ahead and roll me an intelligence perception check to try and find a stakeout place.
Alright.
Don't blind yourself on the sun now.
Well, that was a wonderful, wonderful roll. 5.
You have no idea.
Can Caesar and I roll as well?
Sure.
What are we rolling for?
To find a good stakeout building near the police station.
I mean, what was the roll?
Intelligence perception.
I'm hoping that the stakeout
Nice.
building we find is a steak restaurant. Steakhouse for a
11.
stakeout.
8.
Well, with an 11, you do find, sure, a steakhouse.
Yes! Steakhouse
Really
for a
shitty-looking
stakeout.
steakhouse.
Amazing.
That is across from the police station.
And the name of the steakhouse is Steak-Out.
Yep. But it's pretty. It's
It's for the
spelled.
best takeout steak.
It's spelled Stake, and it's vampire
Yeah.
themed.
Oh god.
A vampire-themed steakhouse used for a stakeout.
Yeah. And they specialize in their takeout steak.
Mhm.
And that's the name of the episode.
All right. So are you headed there then?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
who is going there? And who is going? Is anyone going to the actual meeting place or no?
Oh, no.
Oh?
Okay. Fair enough. So you all head to the stakeout.
Jeez.
All right. So go ahead and when you reach there, you find a person dressed up as a vampire. He's a Koopa Troopa dressed up as a vampire with little fangs.
I hope we get fan art of this.
Yes, please. And he says, "Thanks you very much for coming to the stakeout. What is the size of your party?"
Just us three.
Yeah, just 3.
Can we get a window seat?
That's a very strange question. I guess so.
It's not that strange.
There will be
prefer
some
window
wait.
seats. How long wait?
At least a half an hour.
We should be able to make half an hour.
Yeah, seems fine.
We have a bit of a tight schedule, a meeting to go to and such, but I should be able to do that.
Fine.
Sounds good.
If you don't mind waiting. And he points over to a little area on the side.
Yeah. We wait on the weird little couches by the door.
Yep. And a half an hour or so passes. And eventually he calls you back and he says, "Your seats are ready. You said by the windows, right?"
Yes, please.
And he directs you over to your seats. And he hands you all menus. And they have lots of vampire-themed foods. Like nectarines.
Oh my god.
Do they
And
have
they have
Yoshi
things like
steaks?
scream of mushroom soup.
Do they have swoopers?
Yes. They have blood oranges.
So just all oranges.
They also have steak on a steak.
Steak on a steak.
Ooh,
I can go for a steak on a steak.
yeah, I'll have a steak on a steak.
Sounds like a mistake to me.
Oh my god. You're all banned. So the steak on a steak is 13 coins.
I can go for 13 coins.
Yeah, I'll take that. Do you guys have a mushwiser too?
Yes. That's an additional 8 coins.
Oh wow, pricey. I'll take it though.
We only have the finest mushwiser. These are imports, you know.
Mushwiser's not to my taste. I'll pass on that one.
I'm not going to have anything. I'm just going to poke at John's plate every now and then.
He looks at you and says, I see. We get people like you every now and again, sir. It's fine.
If you actually poke at my plate, I'm stabbing you with my fork.
I'm going to do it stealthily. The best use of my skills.
Try me.
Wait, do Shy Guys even eat?
Of course we eat.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm a ghost. I like a good
You have
steak.
to shove the
with my-
food around the edges of your mask.
There's a hole. I
Oh, right,
point
there
to the
is.
hole.
Oh, I always thought that was painted on.
I mean, this conversation is wonderful, but we
lean in
should
to
be
look
keep...
closer at your mask.
This conversation is wonderful, but we should be keeping an eye on the.
True. So yeah, as our food comes and everything, we keep staring out the window.
Alright, everybody roll me alertness perception.
Oh, I don't have to pick up a D4 for this.
14. Also, at some point, I'm going to stealthily take some steak from John.
7.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll.
going to be watching out for him trying to take steak from me.
7 for me too.
Alright, roll alert or agility stealth check.
Okay.
Sleight of hand if you have it.
18.
Alright. You can roll on the opposed check, so that's alertness perception.
I mean, I can't roll
Does he
any.
get a bonus because he knows it's going to be attempted?
Well, I mean, you might crit fail, so go ahead and roll.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Well, I got a 9.
Okay. So, yeah, you have no idea. You do not notice. And as you cut your steak, Van manages to steal some of it. Incidentally, the steaks are terrible. Everything's extremely low quality. You're not even sure it's like cow meat or anything. It's
Is it
pretty
Yoshi
dubious.
meat? I hope it's Yoshi meat.
It's probably shitty
God,
Yoshi
no.
meat.
Yes.
One of you could roll
That's
an
horrid.
intelligence craft check just to try and figure out which meat it is.
I don't have craft.
Just do an intelligence check then.
Yeah.
4.
3.
You have no idea.
I think it's just really great because I used to be vegetarian, so I don't really know what.
It tastes basically like,
Good meat
imagine if a hot dog was tough.
Ugh.
I'm going to just carefully put this down. I'm going to continually keep cutting it in the hope that Van's going to take some, but I'm not actually going to eat any.
Okay. You do.
That's a good strategy there.
I mean, I've had one bite. I'm not having another. I'm a ghost. I don't need to eat.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't steal more after tasting it.
I'll have your leftovers if you don't want it.
Be my guest.
Thank you.
So yes. And eventually you guys notice. It takes you some time. And what did you roll on the first alertness perception? Does any of you know what these guys look like? Oh, Barnaboo would.
Yes.
So what did you get on your initial alertness perception?
I think I got a 7 as well.
Okay. Yeah, time passes and you see cops come in and out of the cop place.
Oh no.
Maybe we should have discussed what these guys look like.
Yeah, that would have been sensible.
I mean, I assumed we had. Like, I assumed they would have told me, and we just didn't need to play that part out like every exchange of information, but
Well, I mean, it's weird to, like, I don't know, they're cops. Like, it's not like they have a
Yeah.
super distinguishing, like, scar or wear cowboy hats or something.
Yeah, but like species.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
We're gonna use 3 plot points to make Ed be a cowboy hat aficionado.
It would cost 4 plot points, but I'll allow it if you want.
I physically cannot have more than 3, sadly.
I mean,
Sorry, guys,
I have
why the
8
hell?
right now and nothing else to spend them on.
Alright. So 4 plot
I'm-
points to
I'll
make
spend 4 plot points to make him wear a cowboy hat.
Nice.
Ed or to make Jake?
Wait, who?
No, don't worry about that. Which
Make it Ed, since that's...
Yeah, I'll make it Ed wearing a cowboy hat.
okay. So yeah,
4
no one
plot-
with a cowboy. Yep, you spend the 4 plot points, and no one with a cowboy hat comes in or out.
Alright.
How long has it been since the phone call?
2.5 hours now.
Right.
Cutting it
How
close.
do we have a lot of people left, gone in and out, or has it just been like a few?
It seems like a relatively standard flow. Roll an intelligence perception check.
12.
Yeah, it seems like a relatively normal amount of people. Nothing too special.
Right.
So, Van rolled the best on alertness perception, right?
Yeah, I got 14.
Yeah. And if you didn't see anybody with a... Like, if the most perceptive member of our party didn't see anybody in a cowboy hat leave...
I would have spoken up if I did.
Yeah.
Right.
So... Maybe we missed them. We should try and go in there anyway.
I mean,
They definitely didn't take Rezko out, so
Yeah.
he's in there.
You saw, Resnor's come in and out, but, like, none in shackles or anything, and none Rescow.
I mean, John could go in there with his lawyer card. Yeah, just briefly see if anyone's in there.
So you're there to represent prisoner Rezko.
Yeah, and then
I'm just thinking how best to work this.
And then when, if they say he's not there, then just get them to direct you to the correct police station. Say that the reception is screwed up or something.
It may be worth a shot. But my issue is I don't exactly trust you to have my back if things go south.
Well, I'm not going to go anywhere near the police station. I'm going to stay in the Stakehouse.
Well, of course.
I mean, Caesar could risk going there if he wanted to, but they know him as well.
That is true. I guess I could try.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You get
Get
embarrassed.
arrested.
Nah. I'm sure that wouldn't happen.
Well, I can try.
If this doesn't work, my backup plan is to get myself arrested so I can just maybe do better work from the inside.
What I can do is I can go in and ask if they have visiting hours for prisoners. And if they just let me visit, then fine. If not, I can push it. I can push the lawyer angle. I would rather not have to use the documents that we have if I can avoid it.
Wouldn't it look a bit weird if a guy goes in, asks about visiting times, and then is like, oh wait, I'm a lawyer?
Not necessarily. Not if played correctly.
And
Effectively, I say, look, do you have visiting times for your prisoners? And then sort of bring up that I'm representing one of them and I want it to fit to their schedule. It's not really a problem.
I think you're more likely to be successful if you throw your lawyer weight around more confidently. Like, I'm here to represent my client.
Perhaps.
Let me see him,
Yeah.
or there'll be trouble. I mean, you don't have to say there'll be trouble unless they start. But yeah,
Perhaps that would be
Let
a
me see my
best
client.
option.
I mean, I'm
All
sure.
right.
I'm sure most police just don't want to have to deal with lawyers at all, and will just.
I'd hope so.
Do what
We'll
you
give it a
ask.
try. I guess I'm going to go and give that a try then.
Good luck.
if you don't come out, I'll burst in there and be very effective.
Right, so I guess I'm giving that a try.
Alright. So you're headed to...
Like straight into the police station.
Alright, so you walk in, and you see a kind of shabby counter with some cops laughing behind it, giving each other high fives.
Excuse me.
You say, yeah, what do you want?
I'm here to represent my client, a Mr. Rezkow, I believe.
Who?
I was instructed he'd been taken in this facility. Is that not correct?
He looks over and he says, yo, Bill, guy by the name of Rezkow in here. And the guy looks over, he says, no, I don't know who that is.
Quite sure about that? Do you happen to know if he may be at one of the other stations in this, on this
I
floor?
don't know. You can check.
If you would be so kind, that would be fantastic.
Look, we're very busy here.
And so am I. But I'm sure I don't want to take up more of your time than necessary.
Tell me a joke and I'll do it.
Why is everyone such an asshole in this universe?
A lawyer walks into a bar.
Tell me
Ouch.
a cop joke.
A policeman walks into a bar. Ouch.
He kind of looks. Roll me a charisma diplomacy check.
Does diplomacy come under, or is that its own thing?
Influence.
Cool. 12.
He kind of looks at you and he says, you tried.
I'm a lawyer, you can't expect much. I apologize.
Yeah, stiffs. And he picks up the phone and he calls. He says, alright, I'll check the other ones on here.
Thank you.
And he rings. He says, yo, John. Got anyone by the name of Rezkow? He's a prisoner, right?
Yes.
He's a prisoner, apparently. No? Okay. No one there. And then he calls the other place. And he says, yo, Amy. Got any Rezkows? I'm told you have a Rezkow. And he says, no? Alright, no Rezkows anywhere. You sure you got the right floor?
Quite sure. There seems to be some sort of miscommunication somewhere.
No, go do your lawyery thing. We'll be right here. Ain't got nowhere to go but down.
No.
And everyone laughs.
Well,
So
thank you
he
for your
says,
time
that's
at the
how you
moment.
tell a joke. You need to have a punchline.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. If my work brings me back here, I'm sure I'll see you again. And I leave.
He says, wait, before you go. How do cops greet people?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
How do cops greet people?
Is this another joke?
Yes.
I don't know. How do cops greet people?
They say, I'm policed to meet you.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
What is it called when a cop puts a criminal in a police vehicle?
I don't know.
Incarceration.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
He gives you a thumbs up and high fives all of his friends who are just on the floor laughing.
If you'll excuse me, I am rather busy. And I just walk out the door. And I head back to the steakhouse.
So that was a bit.
Right. They appear to be completely denying Rezkow's existence.
In just that police station?
In all of them.
In all of them?
Yes.
Did you ask them, like, if there were any Reznors by his description?
I'll take that as a no.
You didn't think to do that?
I didn't trust them with a lot of intelligence.
What intelligence that they might need to find the person you're asking about?
Yeah, pretty much. You weren't there. You didn't hear the jokes.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but sure.
Alright, plan B, I'm turning myself in. Maybe I can do more work.
Wait.
In a prison cell next to Rezcow.
Wait.
I'm not sure this is the best idea.
Okay, Caesar, I hear what you're saying, but, no.
The way I see it, the problem right now is that we don't know anything about what's going on to Rezcow.
And we still won't,
So maybe-
because we won't be able to contact you.
Exactly.
But I would know stuff if
Yes, but
they
you won't be
if the
able
same
to
guys.
do anything.
I can't do anything if I don't know anything. Maybe I can break out. Maybe I can convince Rezcow to do something less. Do something more productive.
Why is it
Or
Rezcow?
maybe Rezcow and I working together.
Why is it Rezcow that has the ability to walk through walls? Why Rezcow?
Yeah, you gotta give me the stealth set of powers.
Yeah, why did Rezcow have to get apprehended with the cloak?
Just generally, why Rezcow?
You know what?
I mean, we're getting personal here. I don't know,
Guys. If we're fast enough, we might be able to catch up to whoever went to the rendezvous point and tail them.
That is a slightly better plan. I
Sure.
vote to start there and see where that goes.
Yeah.
And if that fails, then I'll turn myself in.
If that fails, we'll rethink.
And if that rethinking comes to turn yourself in, so be it. But we will rethink first if we have time.
Yes, please don't just throw yourself at the police.
Right. Let's hurry to the.
I'll make
let's
what
hurry to the floor
best
below.
Decision is.
Yeah, we don't have much time, so...
Right.
Well,
In fact,
yeah,
I might be the only one who can get there on time, so I'm going to run ahead.
it's going to be very difficult
Well, we're gonna try
for
anyway.
you to get there on time. So, alright, go ahead. You can roll a check there, Caesar. Anyone who's running.
Yeah, I'll be running as well.
Yeah. Can you
the
stealthily
check?
run? Is that a thing?
Body athletics running.
Agility, athletics, running.
Agility athletics running. Right. That's a slightly better roll for me.
Ooh. And
Oh, I dropped one of my dice.
I got an 18.
I got 13.
Alright.
I got the fantastic 5. My maximum roll for that is a 12. So
Look, Barnaby gets tired.
Alright.
I'm about the thinking
so,
and the talking.
Van, do you have any sort of like fast on your feet or anything?
No, I don't.
Alright. So the only person who's gonna make it in time is gonna be Caesar.
I'm kind of okay with this, or at least more so than me turning up first.
Oh, and remember, you're going downstairs. So Van, are you going to go downstairs? Or are you gonna go through that checkpoint again?
Oh, bugger. Oh, yeah.
I am.
How many guards are at a checkpoint?
I told you like 25 before.
Yeah, that was before, when they were actively looking for me.
Just draw a moustache on your face, it'll be fine. They won't recognize you.
You know what, I will... Is there only like one set of stairs to go up to the floors, or down to the floors? Is there only like one set of stairs going up and down floors?
Well, there's several sets of stairs for a variety of different kind of people. There's the general one that you were going down before.
Yeah.
There's also, as you know, the VIP one. And there's also a merchant one.
But they're all in like the same place, I mean.
No, there's different entrances. And they're actually at completely different parts of the building. Or the tower.
Bugger. Okay. I'm gonna realise that there's a checkpoint on the stairs and stop running.
Are you headed back to the hotel then, or...?
Yes.
Okay. So...
I'm now at a dilemma.
Meanwhile, Rezcow, you and I are going to have to hop into voice 2 for just a sec.
Alright. See y'all later.
Alright. So that
There
phone
you go.
call happens, obviously, and you hear it. And it turns to you and he says, alright, looks like your friends got the money. You were right about them.
Yeah, I honestly I'm surprised that it went so quickly, but I knew Barnaby was a rich dude. I figured that would happen.
And he says, all right, so if you don't mind, stand up, put your other hand behind your back.
Alright.
Hope your Vindaloo was good.
It was pretty good. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And yeah, I comply.
Yep, and he handcuffs your other hand. Or handcuffs your hands together, rather. And he says, come on, come with me.
So just a word of warning, my group sometimes can get violent, so just like... I'm just saying, just still be on the lookout. Like, I know
Don't worry, we're bringing some backup.
Alright. Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
Says,
it's not...
hope you don't mind, but we're gonna have to blindfold you, obviously.
I do mind, but I get it.
And he blindfolds you. He says, don't worry, this will all be over soon.
So is it true? Like, Jake told me that you guys could make me a pass to be able to walk around this tower?
Once this is all over, sure.
I'm
I don't
looking forward
mind.
to that, honestly.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's go, yeah. I'm following.
And he
As
walks
best I can.
over, and you're taking down the flights of stairs, and yeah, you walk for about I don't know, hour and a half almost. It's quite a distance, and then you walk
not
down
to
some
trip.
more stairs, and then yeah, he says, "All right, we're waiting here."
Alright, can you unblindfold me now that we're here?
Yeah, of course. Let me unblind you.
Alright.
And you're in the residential district of floor 3. You see a river running down nearby, people milling about. It's less crowded than the commercial area, but, there's still people around.
This is my first time seeing anything inside this tower. Because
That's true.
almost...
That's true.
Like, wow.
So it's kind of a
That-
slum. I gave pictures earlier.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Rascal's, though, his most reaction is surprised at how huge this is.
Yeah.
Like, from the outside, didn't realize that there was, like, a city inside a building.
Mm-hmm.
This is how long did it take to build this place, anyway?
Wasn't built. It was grown.
It must take a while to grow this place.
Oh, no, absolutely not. One thing that... I don't know the magic, but Kamek does. You said you know him. He's the one who grew this place.
I wasn't aware he was into architecture.
It took, I don't know, I think it was complete over a month.
And already there's so many people in here?
We
Wow.
imported a lot after the war.
I guess that would make sense. So, is the war over?
Largely. I mean, technically it's still going, but we pretty much have won at this point.
Oh, so how's the Big B doing then?
Oh, I wouldn't know. He's way above my pay grade. But he's in the castle, Mushroom Palace. He's in there right now. So he's nearby.
Oh wow, so you did take... Wow, what's going on back in the Koopa Kingdom then? Like, is it just... anyone even live there?
Oh yeah, Bowser Jr.'s come back from the islands. And I hear he's making some changes. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
It's been a while since I've been to Koopa Kingdom, not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, do you know anything about Bowser Jr.?
Would I?
Yeah, well, you would certainly know that he's, known to be a little bit spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
And immature. And he was kind of, banished, briefly, sort of, to rule over the
Okay.
Yoshi Islands.
So it's generally a bad thing.
Yeah, he's
That he's
like,
back.
Bowser quite likes him. But very few other people have faith in him.
That's fair. Yeah, if only it could have been another one of the Koopalings. I say, shaking my head.
He says, yeah, well, right now in this town, well, a lot of them are busy. Morton's still fighting on the front. Wendy's here, actually, heading up this tower.
I met Morton once. I had a talk. He's actually a pretty nice guy.
He's alright. I've heard he's quite nice, to people who are, his soldiers seem quite happy. I thought about enlisting with him, but ended up taking the stipend to come out here, and then, obviously, lost my home very quickly, so didn't quite work out.
That was some really bad luck. Again, I'm kind of sorry. I know I have nothing to do with it, but I can't help feel a little bit sorry about that.
It's alright. It's all gonna work out. With this money, me and my mates are gonna buy a nice flat, up, maybe even past the 5th floor. We'll see what happens. I know some
would
palms to grease.
I want to judge, but would you consider like moving out of the tower?
Out of the tower? The thing is, we get paid to live here?
Yeah, but don't you miss like things like the sun?
A little bit, yeah. Where would you recommend?
Like, I mean, look, before stuff happened, I really liked World 2.
That's
maybe
desert,
no,
isn't
maybe
it?
it's well, yeah, but like that's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's just that my special species peculiarity make me appreciate the heat more. But I just felt right at home when I moved there from the Koopa Kingdom.
He says, well, is there a particular area you liked?
Well, around the 3-2, there's a lot of water, so honestly, the quality of life is pretty alright.
He says, oh.
It's a trip, but,
Well, we'll consider it. If the rent's alright, we'll consider getting a place out there.
Last I was there, they were still fighting, though, so we might want to wait for that to end.
Yeah. We'll put out some feelers. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, some more time passes. And yeah, so then Caesar's gonna show up so we can pop back. Or actually,
all
wait.
Right. Do you want to bring Caesar here?
Yeah, so
Hello.
you approach the residential area, and you see a cop with a big old cowboy hat. And Rezcow is sitting there chatting to him with his hands are handcuffs behind him. And you also see behind him several other cops standing silently with guns, big old guns. There's a total of 4 people there, plus Rezcow.
All right. Shoot. I don't actually have a plan for this, but I run up to Ed and say, "Oh, you must be Ed."
Hi, Caesar!
Hey,
Ed,
Rezcow.
Ed, here's Caesar. Caesar's pretty much my number 2.
He says, well, Caesar, you got the money?
No, Barnaboo had it and he lost it.
What the well...
What?
He thought he was getting it wired here, and it fell through at the last minute.
Caesar.
We can't do
I'm
this.
disappointed.
We don't want to hurt your friend, but you know we will.
I mean, there's nothing we can do. It's an insane amount of money.
I was told that your friend was quite wealthy.
Yeah, I was told Barnaboo was really wealthy too.
I think that's more wealth than, like, even a rich guy has.
He keeps bragging about gentleman this and all that. Like, no. I think that he's just being weird about money again.
Alright, well, can we get an extension on this? Come back
Look,
later?
we got a week. But don't waste our time anymore.
Okay.
I mean, you came over. Is Barnaboo coming over, or is it just you?
He couldn't make it in time, because we were trying to get the money ordered, and it failed,
And look,
so I had to run down.
You guys apparently know the Purple Dawn. I'm not going to ask questions. You hand him in, I'll let Rezcow go. Get you all passes where you need to go. Everything's going to be great.
Look, Caesar, about that, if you can ask what's the Purple Dawn deal with making people bleed out bugs? Like, if he's going to be going around making that happen, I'd like to know about it, because it's kind of gross.
Okay.
We have evidence
Bleeding out bugs, you said?
We have evidence that the Purple Dawn is responsible for a serious medical problem we have right now at the tower. And let's just
Okay.
say there's
Like
a sizable reward for capturing
Like
him.
you remember the 4th floor, right? Like, that's all Van's fault, apparently.
The quarantine?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How are you doing, Rezcow? Are you...
Oh, I'm fine.
Safe?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Like, just waiting for Barnaboo to get that money out. And yeah, like, if once we get that done, they'll get me a pass so I can just, like, move around here legally.
Oh, jeez. Alright, well, I'll try and either get the money or, I guess, the Purple Dawn?
Either way, you have 5 days left.
Sounds good. Sorry the deal fell through today. Don't hurt Rezcow.
We're not gonna hurt Rez
Oh.
now. He's in no danger.
They can't really hurt me anyways. Like, don't worry about that.
That's true. I'm pretty sure you're a zombie, aren't you?
Well, no, but I can understand the confusion.
Alright. And I walk away.
Alright.
But as I walk away, I try and maybe find a place where I can, like, after I'm out of sight, watch to see if I can see where they go. Like, maybe up... Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and trail
Roll
them,
me-
even though I have no stealth skills.
Roll me alertness, perception. And roll me, alertness covert stealth.
Alright. Well, my perception's is 5. And so that's not gonna be great. And my stealth is 6.
Total of 6?
Yep.
Alright. So, as you're beginning to hide out, you see one of the backup guards sort of point to you, and then everyone starts to walk over to you. Oh, and Rezcow, they
And I
blindfold
try
you
and-
again, obviously.
Of course.
And then I continue to nonchalantly walk towards the stairs.
Alright, well they wait for you to leave, and then they go.
Okay. At the top of the stairs, I try and hide again.
Alright, go ahead.
God, I'm gonna spend both my remaining plot points on this too.
Okay.
It's gonna be 11.
Alright. Well, as you're... I assume you're going to be hiding out at the bottom of the stairs, because the top of the stairs you have to go through security again.
Right.
Okay. So if you're...
I mean, just yeah, like once I'm like way past their sight, like I'm just hiding where I assume they're gonna pass, not.
Okay. So you're hiding at the bottom of the stairs at floor 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wait a while, and yeah, you see them walk up the stairs with Rezcow right past security, because they're cops.
Right. I did not think that through very well. I'm going to... I should have actually, been in line and just let them pass me. Oh well. I try and go through security and catch up with them after I'm through.
Well, I guess you will notice that Rezcow and they seem to be laughing together at one point. That seems a reasonable thing to happen.
Yeah. I've already, gotten the picture that Rezcow is on way friendlier terms with them than seems like it should make sense.
It makes sense.
I mean, okay, yeah, it makes sense, but it shouldn't make sense.
Anyway, yeah. So then I assume you stand through security again and head back up?
Yeah, and I try and catch up with them.
Wait, what
but I
kind of
don't think-
pass do you have?
I have a civilian
Oh, you have the
pass.
civilian one. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you 45 minutes, but you managed to make it back up to floor 5.
35 minutes in
Yep.
line?
45 minutes in line.
Alright. 45. Oh, damn. How far is... Like, how long of a trip is the police station from the line? The police station we were staking out. I'm still assuming that's the right one, even though it probably isn't.
About a half an hour at full run. For you, if you roll well.
Right, right.
So maybe an hour walk.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, like, they aren't there yet, but I probably can't catch up to them before they get there. Well, damn. Okay.
So you're gonna head back to the hotel, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hop back then.
Oh,
Poor Caesar.
did you
Sacrificed
die?
himself
So
for the
young.
greater cause.
No, I didn't die, I just wasted some plot
Oh,
points.
okay.
I tried to follow them back, but since they can go through the checkpoints and I can't without waiting in line.
I'm just curious to see how this like telephones, like how you're gonna describe this, like how it gets distorted.
Eh.
I mean,
So
I'm probably going to catch up to Caesar
You make it
eventually.
back to the hotel way before Caesar does.
I mean, I was still trying to follow where Caesar was going, so I assume I'd kind of run into him on the way back.
Oh, that's reasonable.
ooh, there's a chance that you see the guys going through the checkpoint on their way out.
I'll roll the chance die.
Oh man.
Way. Come on, 100. I got it once, I can do it again.
I don't think it needs to be 100. Like, it seems like a... Because you're going to literally the same stairs that they're coming up.
Yeah, but how does the time work out and stuff like that?
It's the time is
All
the
right.
coincidence.
I'll give you 95 and above, and you see them. Alright?
Alright. Come on, 100.
That was 100 D1s. That is not how you roll.
100 D1s, yeah. Yay, you get 100.
I rolled a 9. Sorry.
Dang.
Wow.
I mean, it had another 9 on the end.
So yeah, you do make it to the gate, but you don't see anything.
I mean,
Except
I don't
Caesar.
know that I haven't seen anything, so I'm gonna
Yep.
just keep going, and presumably I'll run into Caesar eventually.
Yeah, you would certainly run into Caesar, but almost by necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're
so,
headed
like, as
to
I'm-
the same place that he's coming from. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
you'll run into Caesar at one point.
I assume I missed them then.
Yeah, they were going, like, this way, but I couldn't keep up with them through the... Oh, well.
What happened?
Well, we still have the rest of the week. I told them that that you were getting the money, but it fell through.
That's reasonable. Was Rezkow there, or did they not bring him?
Rezkow was there, yeah.
Right.
He seemed on really good terms with them.
That's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah. But he's still a hostage, and they still,
Air quotes.
I mean, he said that they would give him, like, high security clearance if we paid his ransom.
No, if you turned in the Purple Dawn.
Shh.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, we're not going to pay his ransom. We can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Suddenly you look outside and it says, Koopa Tower singing competition, 20,000 coin grand prize.
that we're going to literally turn this into a sports anime now.
And we can save the rec center.
Yes, we'll just make our own all singing, all dancing band, Towels.
Let's head back to the hotel. I also need to talk to Van.
All right, let's do that.
So do we make it back to the hotel?
Alright, you can head back to the hotel and meet up with Van.
How'd it go?
Neutral.
Newt.
I didn't free Rezkow, but they aren't, like, calling it off because we didn't have the ransom money.
Alright.
They think you're responsible for people bleeding bugs out of their pores?
Wait, what?
Or something like
What?
that? Yeah, like, people are, like, that's why the 4th floor is quarantined off, because there's some sort of plague happening and bleeding bugs. And not only do they think that you're responsible for that, but they have convinced Rezkow of that,
Oh
too.
my god. Of course they have. But
What does bleeding bugs even mean?
Good question.
Did they maybe give specifics as to why they think I caused a plague?
They said they have, like, their sources or their intelligence or something like
So
that.
they have nothing.
So they were vague.
Did you at least manage to find some inkling of where they're keeping Rezkow?
I tried to follow them, but failed.
I get the feeling they're not keeping him at one of the police stations.
Yeah.
I don't think they're keeping him there. If they're doing anything underhanded, that would be insanely risky of them to do.
Do I know the number to reverse call on the phone?
Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah?
Yeah, reverse calling's a thing.
What?
Yeah, that's totally a thing.
How do you do it?
You punch in a number and it tells you who called you last, and then you ring them up.
Yeah, like it's star something something. That was back when when
okay.
everyone had house phones. Doesn't work on cell phones.
I guess so. You can hear a number. It looks like you can hear an announcement of the last caller's number.
Cool. I'm gonna ring up the person who rang me.
Okay. You do. All right. It picks up and he says, yes. Can I help you?
Hey, good sir. It's me again.
Yes. Is there something you needed?
Yes. I mean, you know that I've had nothing but irritation since coming to this tower. All of the things being mixed up. It seems there's a new problem, which I'm hoping you could look into, if that's not too much trouble.
If I can fit it into my schedule, of course.
You are no doubt aware of the situation on floor 4?
Yes, it's most regrettable.
Would you have...
But do not worry, sir. It is under control. It should not impact you, even though you're just a floor above. We have no sort of evidence that there's been any leaks. Our quarantine's been quite effective.
Oh, I'm not worried about leaks. I was just wondering if you had information on the cause.
Well, it certainly seems to be some sort of dire magic, sir. I don't meddle with this sort of thing. It's not my field. But I've certainly heard that there's a rather well-known, at least in certain fields, criminal behind it, and we're looking for him as we speak.
Yeah. Would you happen to have, like, the evidence that this criminal was responsible for it?
Well, you'd have to talk to the police about that, sir.
I mean, I'm very occupied at the moment, and you've been so very helpful.
Well, can you tell me why you need the evidence for this?
Did I ever ask this guy's name?
No.
Well, that seems very rude on my end. What's your name, son?
My name is Reginald.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny. That's my brother's name.
Oh, very good, sir. I
Yeah.
am not your brother, though, I'm afraid.
Oh, I know. But Reggie. Do you mind if I call you Reggie?
Yes, sir, if you don't mind, Reginald.
Okay, sorry, Reginald. Can you keep a secret?
Certainly, depending on what the secret is, sir.
Yes. Well, okay, how to put this into words. Let's say this violent criminal is not a violent criminal, and in fact did not cause the plague on floor 4 and is being framed.
No, that would be certainly very strange, sir. The police, near as I can tell, seem quite certain.
And would you happen to know why they seem quite certain?
I've been told that they've witnessed him at the scene of the crime. Something like that. This is just tabloid news that I hear around the water cooler, of course.
Oh. And when was that?
Several days ago.
Several days ago. Is that when I was on floor 4?
I don't know.
Okay.
Depends on your definition of several.
That is true. You see, that guy is an associate of mine, and...
What? You know the Purple Dawn?
Yes. And he assures me...
I'm gonna So, are you at your hotel room, sir?
Reginald, I thought we had something special.
He says, you just admitted to knowing a serious criminal who's behind the death of hundreds of people.
Yes.
We've had to relocate almost the entire 4th floor.
And hence why I asked if you could keep a secret, because
Well, sir, I'm going to have, at a minimum, I'm going to have the police interview you, because you know something about this criminal. Do you know where he is? You're not in any trouble, sir, just, do you know where he is?
Yes, I do. But...
Where is he?
You see, I'm the only guy he knows here, so if you send the police round willy-nilly, he's just going to go off the radar immediately, isn't he?
Well, sir, I don't have much choice.
Do you want to interfere with the police investigation?
Well, imagine if you had just admitted that you knew where Mario was. I would have to tell, obviously.
Reginald. Look, there are two things you could do here, Reginald. You could do the wrong thing, which is the thing you're thinking of doing. That will potentially aggravate the Purple Dawn. And, I told you he's not behind this, but he is dangerous, yeah. But not to good people, not to people like us. He's a vigilante,
then
you know.
Why did he kill? Why did he cause the plague?
He didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to get the so-called evidence. I'm trying to get the so-called evidence that he caused it, because there isn't any. He didn't do it.
Sir, well, if that's the case, you need to talk to the police about this. If you have evidence that he didn't do it, or if you're dubious of the evidence that he did, you need to talk to the police about this immediately.
Reginald, could you do that for me?
Absolutely not, sir.
But why not?
Because I don't know what you know, clearly. I'm not you.
Yes, but you have connections. You have ways of speaking to people. I'm sure that you could find out what the police think they have, tell me about it, and then I'd be able to debunk it easier.
No, sir, I think it's best if you talk to the police. I'll send someone around discreetly to your office, to your hotel room, to take statements.
Could you... just one guy?
Yes, of course.
Do you have anyone in the force you trust?
Sure, I can send the person who escorted you down if you'd like.
Yes, him. Please, send him. That'd be fine.
Sure, I will send him to your hotel room.
Okay, but sorry for being difficult on you, Reginald. I know...
Of course, this is important. If you have any information that can bring us to apprehending him or clearing his name somehow, then of course it's much appreciated.
Yep. Okay, I'll be here waiting for the guy. Thanks for your help.
Absolutely.
Okay, ciao.
Alright.
Christ.
Alright, let's hop in.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting plan.
Okay, so
It's a
guys.
long phone call.
So guys,
Yep.
we need to make me a disguise now.
Right, I'm on it.
Perfect. Oh, you know what?
But Hannah isn't there.
That dovetails in something. How, just as a hypothetical, how good do you think you would be at breaking out of a prison?
What?
I thought you would say that. So, how would you feel about me? Do you have any spare masks, or can I borrow your mask while you're disguised in another way?
Do I have any spare masks?
Because I am confident in my ability to break out of a prison.
I don't think you would.
I don't have any spare masks, and you can't have this. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna try and make a fake one then, and disguise myself as you, and turn myself in as you.
What would that accomplish?
They kind of said that they would accept you as an alternate ransom payment.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, screw it, let's go with that. But I need a disguise as well, because I'm giving information to a police officer here very soon.
Okay.
Right.
You disguise as Rizcow, and
Well, like, all I really need is, like, I don't know, if we could craft another mask for me, if you're going to take my one, and, I don't know, change my suit's colour, that should be enough.
like, what is up with the Mask of Shy Guy? Is that something you buy in a store, or are people born with it, or what?
Oh, you can take it off. There's an
Yeah.
underside to it.
So, like, if there's a store for Shy Guys nearby, that can be done fairly easily.
That's a good point.
Wait, if you just need a disguise, like, can't you send one of us to give the information to the police?
Well, I kind of said that I'd be speaking with him. Though,
But you want to disguise yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I should disguise myself anyway. It's not like I can walk around looking like this.
Wait, but you said you as the Purple Dawn would be giving information to him?
No, not me as the Purple Dawn, me as me.
Van.
Yes.
So they know they're talking to Van, and it needs to be Van, but they don't know that you are the Purple Dawn?
Correct.
Okay.
Well then, that's interesting.
Are there any shops nearby on the map?
Shy Guy shops. Shy Guy masks are something quite special, though, is the problem. So, like, I imagine that they're the sort of thing you need to make. Like, that seems like something that a Shy Guy tradition would be, like, making your mask, right?
Should they'd have some shitty ones you can wear while they're making a new mask, though, or something like that?
I don't know.
Seems like something that you would know how to make, like, as a Shy Guy.
Yeah, like, presumably if you had, like, some wood or something, you could carve one.
The way you're describing it makes me think like it's something a doctor would give you, or something like a temporary mask.
I was assuming it was something like a lightsaber. Like, you make your own lightsaber or whatever. There's not, like, a lightsaber store. And, like, if you lose your mask somehow, it's, like, this really bad thing.
Yeah.
And you kind of gotta go into silent meditation privately, where no one can see you, until you make a new one or something. I mean, I'm just making this stuff up on the spot. That seems reasonable for Shy Guys. Like, I'm opposed to the idea of a store that sells masks.
That's fair.
That seems really bad for, like, lore, I guess.
Because Shy Guys really aren't supposed to show what they look like to anyone.
Exactly, yeah. So if there's, like, a mask store, that's kind of, I don't know.
Okay, are there arts and crafts stores?
That's reasonable, yeah. This is kind of a shitty part of the area. Like, floor 5 is still in the really undercity. So maybe not arts and crafts, but there might be, like not a thrift store, but, like, a pawn store. Where they might have just general, like, materials that you might be able to construct something out of.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, if, like, Caesar, if you can, like, go there, see if there's anything we can use and bring it back.
Alright. I'll make a quick disguise shopping run.
Alright, however, it is getting late for people on the East Coast, so we'll call it there and resume next week.